Hey guys, this is Wrestling Spoilers and Rumors. Well, since following WrestleMania, there's always the WWE Draft. I thought I'd put out some of my predictions. For starters, I really think Randy Orton's gonna go to SmackDown. Reason being, John Cena shows Raw, and Randy Orton has to share the show with him, and I don't really think that's right. So you're either gonna have to move John Cena or Randy Orton, and I don't think they're gonna move John Cena off the main show. So I really think Randy Orton's gonna go to Raw and dominate. Maybe have a feud with Edge if he turns heel, or even Christian, which is likely he turns heel. Second man I think is gonna go to SmackDown, probably Sheamus. Reason being, he's already feuded with everybody on Raw. He's feuded with Cena. He's feuded with Orton, who would probably move to SmackDown, like I said. He's even feuded with John Morrison. And unless he turns face, there's nobody else to really feud with. Unless somebody else comes over. But I see the most likelihood of him moving over to SmackDown. Maybe he could feud with somebody like Big Show or something. I'm not sure how that would work, but they'll figure something out. This one I feel like's not really a no-brainer, but seems likely to me. Daniel Bryan going to SmackDown. Because he's not getting enough airtime, and even when he was the United States champion, he wasn't getting enough airtime, and really, he could go over there and maybe go for the Intercontinental Championship for a while. Maybe even eventually head for World Heavyweight, or even the tag titles, I don't know, but personally I think that's where he's going to end up. I think Vladimir Kozlov's going to go to SmackDown. Reason being, he never gets any airtime. The only time he'd get airtime is when he was tagging with Santino Marella, but he's not even tagging anymore because they're not the tag champions. So I really think that'd be a good place for him. Maybe he can feud. He's funny as a face, but I think he'd be a good heel too, so hopefully he can turn heel, feud with somebody. Maybe he could feud with Kofi Kingston or something. Maybe that'd be good, Intercontinental. Before you say anything, I'm going to leave those four guys for now to go to SmackDown, but people are going to question, why didn't you say The Miz is going to go to SmackDown? Well, The Miz could go to SmackDown later, but not in the draft, because I personally think Cena's going to capture the title at WrestleMania, because that's usually what always happens. But the feud's going to continue to the latest over the limit, because really, you can't have him feud till WrestleMania and it's over, because the hype's getting too big to just leave it at that. So, you can see The Miz leave later, but he's going to stay at Raw for the time being, maybe even till the next year's draft, you never know. Okay, people are going to Raw. I'm going to start off big. I think this is a no-brainer. Alberto Del Rio. Like, really, he's basically on Raw already. He's on SmackDown and Raw every week. They're trying to give this guy a huge push. Personally, if Cena wins at WrestleMania, Del Rio's got to win for the World Heavyweight, because you can't have two faces. It just doesn't really work for me. Or two heels. It just doesn't look good. You got to have a heel and face. But anyways, I think he's going to go there. Just people to feud with. Like, you can see, preliminary, he could feud with Cena later, because on Monday Night Raw on the 14th of March, which is yesterday, he was already facing Cena, and you could tell that he didn't like him, obviously, because he's a heel. So that could have some type of potential. So, I think second man that's gonna go to Raw is Rey Mysterio. I don't think they're gonna put Sin Cara right on Raw right away, because he's not gonna get enough airtime. I think SmackDown could be a place where he could like flourish, maybe get better, then come to Raw. That's why I think Rey Mysterio goes to Raw, because you can't. I don't think it's right to have two masked guys on one brand unless you want to do like a masked tag team, which I don't think you're gonna do right away, because Ray's doing his own thing against Cody Rhodes right now, and they're gonna debut Sin Cara after Mania. So third man that I think is gonna come to Raw, Jack Swagger. I think he's basically feuded with a lot of people on SmackDown already. There's not much left to do, very much. You can tell he's been on Raw last couple weeks with Cole, but I think a face turn's on the way for Jack, in my opinion. Something might happen at Mania with him and Cole. You never know, he might walk out on him, but there's a face turn coming. You can tell he's been heel too long. That's one of the things, in my opinion, that's going to happen. And the fourth man that I think is going to go to the Raw is Kane. Again, he's feuded with lots of people on SmackDown already, and there's tons of not feuds, but heels on SmackDown. and there's nobody left for him to feud with. So I think if he goes to Raw, maybe he could feud with somebody that's there. They could feud with CM Punk. That could be a possible feud, even though you could say Kane's a face and a heel because he does stuff that's questionable. Anyways, guys, those are my predictions for the 2011 WWE Draft. Remember to subscribe to my channel, and just keep watching. Thanks, guys.